Okay? So, and there's this one guy walks in, this one young man walks in there, and he's just beaming. And he's not making excuses about where he's at and everything. And I'm wondering, who is this kid? You know, I mean, because he looks like he has Jesus on him. The rest of them I'm not too sure about. You know, but this kid got Jesus all over him. Well, that was that young man that had gone in that convenience store and killed them 6 people, 5 or 6 people. And I asked him, I said, why are you so happy? He said, listen, he goes, what I did was wrong. I killed those folks. I got all high on whatever it was, and I went in and I killed those folks. And so he goes, I don't even remember doing it. I was so far out of it. He goes, I don't even remember doing it, but I know I did. The evidence is overwhelming. I know I did. He said, but you know what? He goes, I got maybe 2 years at the most. I'm going to take as many of these guys around here with me to heaven as I can. He said, people send me prayer requests from all over the place. His name was Sean. Sean, would you pray for my brother, my sister, my husband, my wife? He said, I take these things to heart. He says, I ain't got nothing but time. I got 23 hours a day in cell. They let me out for an hour every day by myself. Nothing but light in that boy. You wanted to let him out of there. You know what I mean? He wasn't looking for mercy for many of us. He already had his. See? He got his from the throne room of God. He didn't need it from somebody else. Amen? Let me share this with you and then we'll stop. I'm not going to make it to the end, but it's been good anyway, right? People are looking for a way out of darkness. Be light to them. You know, my wife, she's always been a pretty pleasant person. She's pleasant her with Jesus. But so my wife got saved, and I knew something had happened because she became even nicer. Okay? And instead of, you know, every one of us can slip back into stuff. You know that, right? Have you figured that part out already? We get back, we let the old man have a resurrection every once in a while. And, ooh, wait a minute, you're supposed to be dead, right? So, but she got even nicer, and one of the main reasons why I could tell that she had gotten saved, because I'd seen people get saved before, but I wasn't. So I knew what it was, you know. And so she's wanting me to go to church with her. And instead of badgering me and pushing at me and you need to go and all that stuff, you know how a lot of times we do with our husbands and wives, you know, we're trying to make them go somewhere, we're trying to get them into, you know, drag them into heaven. That ain't going to work. Okay? She became nicer. And the more I resisted, the nicer she got. It's hard to fight that. You know? And I don't want to go there, you know, because I use all the dumb excuses. You know, I'm not going to go to that church because it's full of hypocrites. Well, then you shouldn't go to Safeway either. It's full of hypocrites too. Right? I mean, or you shouldn't go to work. How many hypocrites do you know at work? Don't sit there counting. Just you know they're around, right? You know that. Okay, so that's you know, and I told I don't want to go, I don't want to go, I don't want to go, and the more I said I don't want to go, the nicer she got. I mean, there wasn't no way to fight the woman. She wouldn't let me, and she didn't say I'm not going to fight you. She just said, okay. Hey man, I got my fists up. What are you doing? And so she said, she says, you know, in a couple of weeks, can you go to church with me in a couple of weeks? And I'm, you know, she didn't get me nothing to fight with, so I said, okay. I was in a very dark place. My typical thing was to get, you know, a case of beer or something like that, after work, come home and drink myself to sleep. Sometimes I can't stand it when preachers won't tell you what really happened with them. I mean, some guys, they got saved young and did well. That's fine. That's great. It's a wonderful testimony. I have nothing against that. But there's a lot of guys that didn't. Well, my pole wash, he'd come home and I'd be sitting in the driveway, drunken and skunk, sitting in my car. Come on, get out of there. I'll give you something to eat. And I hated being like that. I remember one time my dad come to see me. He wouldn't come in the house because I was so hungover I couldn't hardly see. And my poor grandma, his mother, come in the house. Said, come on, boy, get up. Your daddy wants to see you. Oh, he don't want to see me like this, Grandma. No, he loves the boy. Get up. I wouldn't do it. What are we fighting about? Why are we so determined to live in our darkness instead of throwing our light so somebody else can come out? So that day, Easter Sunday, 1980, I went to church with my wife because I couldn't fight her out of it. And I walked into that building. People were singing in the spirit. And God spoke into my darkness and showed me his light. There's people all around us in darkness looking for a way out. It's always a little painful to help people out of darkness. Because they don't behave. People that are in darkness are hurt. They're hurt. It can be self-inflicted, but they're still hurt. I hated getting drunk and waking up like that and getting drunk and I hated that. I hated that about me. And it was self-inflicted. Nobody told me to do that. Nobody twisted my arm. I did it myself. And then Jesus revealed himself to me through my wife who loved me. He said, well, she's a wife. She wasn't like that before. And his light showed into my darkness. Who's around you that needs to see light? It's going to cost you. It ain't going to be fun. But when they come into the light, you get to share the joy. Let's pray.